Hello again, Spring Ridge neighbors. In this video, we answer the question, do the terrible roads here in Spring Ridge affect our property resale values? This is an important question for many Spring Ridge residents. Yes, we love living here, but someday we may want or need to move. We take a different job, we decide to move somewhere that is closer to family members, or we simply reach that point in life where maintaining a house and a big chunk of property isn't something we want to do. For the past year and a half, real estate has been in a seller's market. Homes are selling left and right. Property values are at their highest levels ever, and you know what that means. What goes up must come down. We will someday be back in a buyer's market where the buyer will be in control. They will be very picky about the home they buy and the streets they have to drive every day to get to their home. But don't listen to me. I'm not a real estate expert. I don't even play one on TV. We need to hear from someone who sure enough is a real estate expert, and we found such a person right here in Gilchrist County. And her name is, well, I'll let her introduce herself.
Okay, I'm Natalie Rankin, and I'm the broker of Hometown Realty of North Florida. And we've been here in the Gilchrist County now for 17 years.
Very good. Great to meet you, Natalie. It's been a really busy time lately in the real estate business, hasn't it?
We did very well last year as far as the number of sales. We probably had, I think it was around 95 sales last year that we participated in. And then this year it started out, the first quarter started out about the same. On that pace, we've done probably 25 to 30 this first quarter as well.
Wow, you've been busy. About how many of those transactions, though, were for homes right here in Spring Ridge?
In the Spring Ridge subdivision in Gilchrist County, we've probably helped about a dozen over the last year or so, whether it be a vacant lot or a home that's already on the premises that we've assisted buyers and sellers in transactions in Spring Ridge.
Very good. Let's talk about the issue we're dealing with now in Spring Ridge, the condition of our roads. They're pretty bad, as you know. In your experience, does the condition of the roads leading to a property influence the selling price?
I would definitely say that the condition of the roads getting to a residence, to a lot, do affect what a buyer is willing to pay for that property. If they're going to be living there at a full-time, not just a vacation home, like maybe along the river, people may accept going down a graded road for a distance if they're not going to be doing it every day, if it's just a summer place. But when people are looking for a place to live, the condition of the road does impact whether or not they want to be interested in that property, and what they're willing to pay for it.
For the past couple of years, we've been in a strong seller's market, as you know. But for many years before that, we were in a buyer's market. Do homes on bad roads stay on the market longer or get lower offers than those on nicely paved roads?
Yes, when it's a buyer's market, and like you say, it's currently more of a seller's market, and so there's not enough inventory really to even meet buyers' demands right now. But in normal conditions, it does make a difference, and buyers are going to let that one pass if there's a home of equal size, equal age, location being similar. Then they're probably going to pass on a home that has obstacles to getting to it.
So, I just have to ask, as a buyer's agent, have you ever had a situation where you were taking your clients to view a property and had them say, "Oh no, I don't like this, the roads are terrible," or anything like that?
I've actually had a situation where taken people to tour homes, and we've entered into the Spring Ridge subdivision and traveled along the streets in there, and I've had people tell me flat out, I would not buy a home in here. I can think of one case in particular where I said, "But it's such a nice home. Aren't you sure that you don't want to see it?" No, I wouldn't buy in here because of the road. And I said, "Well, surely that'll be taken care of in the future. Maybe it won't always be that way." But I've had people drive in there on their own as well, see the sign at the end of the entrance, one of the entrance roads, and drive in there, take a look at a vacant lot or two, and come out and say, I don't think I want to buy in there. I don't think that I would like traveling on those roads every day. But it has made a difference in buyers that I've worked with.
Let's say that you're representing a buyer and they want to make an offer on one of our beautiful Spring Ridge properties. They ask you to assist them on a reasonable amount to offer to the seller. How do realtors determine the price range that you recommend to them?
So when working with the buyer and they're looking at a particular area, a specific area that they found a home that they're interested in, what we do is they want to know what's a fair price for it. So, I mean, because the seller can really ask pretty much anything they want to, and so buyers will say, well, am I going to be paying what's reasonable for this home if I offer this? And so what we do is we look at what the sales of other homes in an area within a certain radius have sold for, because it's the location that kind of counts. And then you look at what the other homes' square footage are, what they're made out of, what the lot sizes are, to compare as to what's acceptable in that area. So when working with a buyer on what's a reasonable offer to make on a property, we look at the comparable sales, things that have sold, to determine what the value is for a home that they're looking at.
Okay, let's get specific and talk about Spring Ridge. And again, as you know, the roads in Spring Ridge are terrible, but for a very few people living at the front of the subdivision up here, really close to County Road 340, it's not a big deal for them. They only have a short drive on these bad roads. They might hit only 1 or 2 potholes before they reach their driveway. To be honest, I'm one of them. If I drive carefully, I can make it all the way from 340 out here to my driveway without hitting a single pothole. So for people like me, it's hard to see the benefit in paying even such a small amount as this for road repairs. Why should I even be concerned about any of this?
As an owner of a Spring Ridge property, I would be interested in values in the entire subdivision, being increased and retaining value. And the roads and the condition of the roads is one of the factors. Other things impacted also, but one of the things that would impact values is the condition of the road.
But no, wait. That's a problem for those people who live in the back. That's not my problem. I live up front. My street is okay, so...
Wherever you are in the Spring Ridge subdivision, the comparable sales in the subdivision are going to impact everyone, because you're not just going to compare sales along your street with the home that you're selling on that street. It's going to be for the whole neighborhood. So, because you're not going to have enough comps for one street to compare to within a time frame that's going to be an acceptable range of time to get a good picture of what the market will allow.
So you're saying that when the homes in the back of Spring Ridge sell for less because of the bad roads, it could make my resale value lower too?
So if values are decreasing in the back streets of the subdivision, it will impact total values of the entire subdivision.
Wow, that's huge. So let's break this down. You're a realtor. You know more about this than any of us. If you lived in the Spring Ridge subdivision, would you want to sign the petition to have better roads?
But yeah, I would think that I would, because I get the big picture of it as well. I understand how it would impact the value of my own property. No matter where I lived in the subdivision, I do feel like it will help increase values of everyone's property in there.
That's great. Natalie, I really want to congratulate you on having such a great year in business, and thank you for taking the time to speak with us in Spring Ridge today. If people want to contact you directly to talk about this or anything else related to real estate, how can they reach you?
If anyone would like to speak with me about, real estate in Gilchrist County and Spring Ridge, we have data that we can pull up, but I can be reached at the office at Hometown Realty here in Bell or Trenton or Branford. My cell phone number is 352-222-8575, or you can email me. We have a website that my email address is on the website, hometownrealtynf.com.
Okay, there you have it, folks. Under normal real estate market conditions, the condition of the roads will affect your resale value of your home or property. And it doesn't matter if you live in the front of Spring Ridge, like me, the back of Spring Ridge, or anywhere in between. The resale price of your home can suffer because of these roads. That $200 or so per year doesn't sound so expensive now, does it? Become informed, know the facts, and let's all step up and fix this problem with our Spring Ridge roads.